New Jersey Governor Christie is standing by his $300 million plans to renovate the Statehouse.
I'm here when we're putting the plastic up on the windows to keep the draft out in the winter. I'm here when the air conditioning doesn't work in the summer. I'm here when you can't utilize your computers because they're so slow because the internet coverage here is so awful.
And for those who don't agree,
on Twitter, there is a hashtag being used, corrupt Christie.
I don't care. Corrupt? What? Let me just say, I'm never going to be here. This isn't for my benefit. I'm having to pack up my whole office this week of 7 years of stuff and move it down the street. I think that's what I really want to do. And I'm never going to work in this building when it's finished. Listen, you're spending too much time on Twitter. Please, stop.
Governor Christie announced plans to spend $300 million to renovate the Statehouse in November. His comments on Monday came during his last outer office press briefing, which he used to tout his economic successes as governor, even bringing charts as a student tour stood nearby. Christie says he'll be out of his office by Friday in preparation for the Statehouse renovations, but lawmakers say slow down. Assemblyman John Wisniewski, State Senators Ray Lesniak, Kip Bateman, and Mike Doherty have all filed lawsuits to stop the project. They say the governor hasn't been transparent with the project's details, and they also criticize the lack of voter approval, to which the governor says,
Believe me, if I waited for Ray Lesniak to commission anything around here, we would get nothing done for years because he would just still be talking.
Thank you, Diana. Guys, we are now joined by a friend of the show and candidate for New Jersey governor, Senator Ray Lesniak. Ray, hello, and welcome back to Chasing News.
I'm also a candidate for the least liked legislator by Christie, for sure.
There's no doubt about that. Great segue, Ray. Let me ask you. So the governor had a press conference today, pulled out the charts, taking credit for a rise in the number of New Jerseyans who are employed under his tenure. Does something like that erase all the bad? And does that give him a blank check now to go do whatever he wants?
Well, first of all, that statistic itself is meaningless unless you look at the comparable numbers for the country and our surrounding states. And I'm sure he didn't do that. And again, excuse to do anything that he wants to spend the taxpayer dollars without legislative approval? I don't think so.
It seems like he's already moving ahead. I mean, he kicked the lieutenant governor and her staff out of the office. They've boarded up half the windows. Is he going to just roll his eyes at you and say, look, we're going to just push this thing through no matter what?
Well, that's why when the Attorney General represented that they won't do anything prior to our hearing date, I made them change it to after the hearing date. Because it would not surprise me, and I'm not kidding, to have Governor Christie roll up the wrecking ball at 12:01 on the hearing date and start demolition, and then he could say, it's too late, like he did with the bond sale.
I asked Governor Christie about that, about specifically his plans to move forward despite your lawsuit, Senator Lesniak, and he didn't care. He basically already has part of his staff moved out of there, and he said that everything that he did is legal. So you may have stopped his wrecking ball, but his staff is still screwed. They still have to pack their bags.
They're going to be inconvenienced for a while. Better they be inconvenienced than $500 million be wasted of taxpayer dollars.
All right, Senator. Corrupt Christie will be gone one way or the other. How's your race for governor going?
I think it's going very well. Power to the people.
There you go. Thank you, Ray. All right, we'll talk soon. Thank you.